and let's come home and talk about Ghana football. So Kotoko played their CAF, their Confederations Cup home game. Unfortunately, they lost 1-0 at home. They are playing the next game on Sunday against WAC in Morocco. Others have said that it's over. Like, or do you think Zito can do something?
Oh, I mean, I was at the Accra Sports Stadium when Kotoko faced Wydad actually, and I said there is no significant difference between what's manifested on the pitch and the way we seem to rate Wydad Casablanca. Even with a red card, I saw Kotoko show a lot of hunger than they did. They were more interested in managing the game than playing the game, and that's the frustration for some of us who are very neutral fans, because quite obviously I had no interest in the game that was going on. I was just wanted to watch a good football game, but they kept frustrating Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And on that grounds, I think that Kotoko, if they have a bit of belief in them, they can go to Wydad like they did against Kwara United. The thing with Kotoko is they've got the experience, they've got a pedigree. We are talking about a club that has won the CAF Champions League twice. And when we talk about African football, we all know how much Kumasi Asante Kotoko has contributed to African football. So I think it has to do with the mentality of the players. If they're able to get it right in terms of their belief and what they bring in the game against Wydad, I don't think there is any, like I said, significant difference between Kotoko and Wydad. Maybe they are a very strong side when they are playing at home, but with what I saw in that game between them and Asante Kotoko, if Kotoko can sort out what they do in the final side of the game, I'm sure they have what it takes to hit Wydad Casablanca. And mind you, they had to drop into the CAF Confederations Cup because they lost in the preliminary stages against a Rwandan side in the CAF Champions League. They failed to score a goal in both legs of that game. So quite obviously, I mean,
they've not been
made a name for
they've
themselves in recent times as far as CAF competitions are concerned. But I think they've been very erratic in terms of their form as well. So if Kotoko can capitalize on that, they should be able to get the job done away from home. They need to have that belief, and I just hope that they can have that belief and go and beat them away from home.
Can we do that?
Oh my god! I mean, it's never impossible. I think that it's never impossible. I think it's just difficult, and not just difficult, very difficult. This North African side always do not show themselves properly when they come
they travel
the western side. Remember, I don't know which year was that, but I remember Heart of Oak scoring a side like that 1-0, and we thought that Heart of Oak would do it, and they went and they took 5. Strong 5.
It was the same with that.
It was the same with that.
Yes,
it took 5. So
and
I
mean, and in fact, we played better than Kotoko that day.
Oh, we played. I mean, it was crazy. So I mean, I do not brush them at all, and I understand they are. I mean, there's been yesterday we saw in the media that Hakim Ziyech is signing for their side and all. I think that it's nothing really.
Not really a big deal.
A big deal, not at all. It shouldn't affect them. I think that Kotoko coming into this game, I was telling my friend that no, look, this game will be a difficult one for Kotoko, but I saw a glimpse of hope on the day when they were playing with that. But I think that going away will be difficult. I think they need to be more disciplined. We've seen them even going to Kwara. We were brushing them off. Charlie, you've conceded 3 home. You think you go out there and go and score, but they still managed to do it. I think that Karim Zito still have the pedigree to, I mean, try something. You know, I'm not giving them much of a nod because then, I mean, it's away in the North Africa. Hopefully, they are able to stay disciplined enough and work hard enough. But this will be a difficult feat. But if they are able to achieve it, oh my God, what a story!
If they are able to, if Zito manages to at least qualify, because a 1-0 victory takes the game to penalty shootout.
Yeah,
and it looks like Zito can do it.
It's not beyond Kotoko.
It's not beyond Kotoko.
And it's they are more of a direct team. They don't have pace up front to really worry Kotoko from the counter attack situation. So if Kotoko can defend very deep and do it very well, I believe it will get to a point in the game where they might be forced to come out a bit, because I know the approach will be more of a conservative and pragmatic approach for Wydad Casablanca. So I think Kotoko should try and then score, but they should try and manage the game as much as they can, leave it at 0-0 as much as they can. When the crowd gets frustrated, that is when Kotoko can bite them. And I believe in Karim Zito's expertise as far as African football is concerned, and he's got experience and pedigree as well to be able to manage the game for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Let it remain at 0-0 for as long as you can. I mean, it gets to the 70th minute, you can try to throw men forward. At least Ghanaians can feel the commitment and the sacrifice, and you had to chase the game. We need to learn how to manage games.
I think one thing that could hurt Kotoko when they came here, one thing I realized is their physique, their height. I think that was one thing that also, because then they even conceded from set piece. I don't think it was fairly because of the height. It was fairly because they
didn't mark well.
Basaku or Bakasu. I think that it was, but judging from the physique and height, I think they are really
they are well built.
well built.
Ghanaians are not naturally tall. That's it. I don't.
Ghanaians
are not naturally
we should leverage on our competitive or comparative advantage. If we
are swift, we are quick, we are technically better than them. We should leverage on that
to get the results. What Kotoko can do is to frustrate them.
Exactly.
You see, we don't adopt the dark football tactics as times in our part of the world. Like, we should be able to do to them what they do to us.
Exactly.
Frustrate them. Let it get into the fans. Let the fans start whistling at their players. Let them show the players that are frustrated. Once that gets into their head, it will get to a point in the game where Kotoko would feel like we have nothing to lose at this point of the game. Right. Let's go chase the game. At that time, they will be forced to stay back. You don't know what will happen. A set piece or a shot takes a
deflection. Something can happen.
So for me, it is very important that Kotoko do not concede a goal. Stay in the game for as long as you can, and then in the dying embers of the game, you can try chase the game, and hopefully anything can happen.
It's never impossible.
At least let us feel proud. Don't do a Accra Hearts of Oak where you go and give the game away like that. Just stay in the game for as long as you can. Then see what happens.
Well, I think what will you describe as success? Because it's more like, I asked one Kotoko fan who said, like, out of 10 he thinks 4%. 4, like, he will give his club 4 on the fact that their chances on qualifying against the WAC. So if they lose, fine, but it's just they need to lose handsomely. Is that what you are saying?
So that's I'm just saying Kotoko should show some level of competitiveness. We are watching. We know when they have given their best, but unfortunately they fell short. So fans are very realistic at times. So if you can show the commitment on the pitch, I'm sure everyone would applaud you for the sacrifice and commitment and everything. But then if you go and slow down your guns and allow them
open up and everybody's
you've just given up because you've lost at home, you've given up. There's 90 minutes of football to play. Play, it's a new leaf for you to show a good account of yourself. So play that game as if you have nothing to lose. Forget about the results back in Accra. Just focus on that game. Give it your all, and we can appreciate and see the sacrifice and commitment. If you lose by showing the sacrifice and commitment we expect to see from you, I mean, it's a game of football. I mean, you can either lose, win, or draw. So if anything happens, at least the commitment and passion and sacrifice is what we want to see, and hopefully Kotoko can give us that on that day against Wydad.
Hopefully. I was saying, imagine the scenes if Karim Zito manages to eliminate that. That'll be wild.
That'll be one to talk about in I think he still got it.
I don't know, but a bit of me, I know, you know me, I have a soft spot for Zito, so but a bit of me have a feeling that if there's anybody who can do this thing, but I'll be working they go play against. Anyway, I have confidence in the fact that they lost to a Rwandan side, and maybe they are not the work that we think they are. Obviously we are still in the.
We didn't give them the nod going to Nigeria, but they still managed to win.
Oh, but at least Nigeria.
I know it's not a strong side, but it's one to draw inspiration from.
Especially the people scored 3 goals
at home. So it's one to draw inspiration from. Right. But let's see.
Anyway, let's talk about the Ghana Premier League. The season is still ongoing.